ICRR structure is there to deal with a lot of the national issues that on the ground we just don't have time. You know, I've been with West Cork for 5 years, and being a volunteer, you're doing this part-time, you're trying to get this done. It's very hard to do it. It's very difficult to get national, you could say, policy changed on the ground in your local groups, and that's why we see a need for a national group to deliver a lot of this stuff and take a workload away from a distraction. That's because ultimately on the ground you're getting volunteers delivering medical support to medical people, and that's it. You know, it's all done. But there's a lot of oversight that could be delivered from ICR to save a lot of heartache, to say the least. And it'd be supportive, like getting great speakers, getting various ones to support regularly the groups on the ground. We said we grow from here up around the country. That was the ideal scenario, but actually it's amazing. If you take a map of Ireland and take where the centres of excellence are, it's easy to sit down in a half an hour to work out where this service is needed. You know, very, very simply. It's about the community driving this, you know, and the community driving it is so important in it. And the community, it's very hard for community people to drive it unless they have a very clear understanding of how you're going to get it there and what obstacles are in front of us. So what we're putting together is kind of like a franchise document, because East Cork, it was great, we went over and we told, yes, the experience that we did, but he had a hard road as well, because he probably had to keep in contact with us and how do we do it, and the structures. We weren't very clear 100% even after 4 or 5 years, you know, on the perfect model. Do you know what I mean? You're an evolution of that, do you know what I mean? And I suppose what we'd like to have is say is that West Mayo, do you know what I mean? Yes, we'd like to start, and here's the A to Z to do it, and this is the best cost-efficient method of doing that. And I think we're nearly there. We developed that, so it's like call it a social franchise. That kind of document is the one that we're doing, and look, it'll help us as well, because it's all fine-tuning that. And I think that's important for us to do, is to have a strategy, a destination, a goal, so over the next 3 years, because fundraising, as that man says, fundraising is challenging, and if over the next 3 years we have to deliver 40 grand a year, 50 grand a year in our area, we need to have some kind of route map in order to do that, and to do it effectively, or else we're really going to be kind of burning ourselves out. So ideally, if the existing core groups are maximised and at their best resource, certainly it's going to roll. If we're going moving out into a new area, having a supporting document going to new areas, you know, as a franchise, will help develop new areas much quicker, do you think, on the evolution that we had in our own evolution from west to east. You know, so look, thanks for your time.